Hello everyone, good morning to all of you. Welcome to the new session of UN Digital class. Today we are going to concentrate on a subject that related to entrepreneurship and small business management. Here we are going to discuss on today's class the basic concept of entrepreneurship, the nature and scope and objectives or functions of entrepreneurship, and the entrepreneurship culture and how that culture can be developed. So listen carefully, we will discuss one by one. Entrepreneurial development today has become very significant in view of its being a key economic development. The objectives of industrial development, regional growth and employment generation depends upon entrepreneurial development. So keeping into consideration the economic development in today's scenario, entrepreneurial development must be a very significant factor. The basic objectives of industrial development, the growth or the regional growth as well as employment generation can be made, or that depends upon the entrepreneurial development. When there is a better entrepreneurial development, there must be industrial development, there must be recruited of each and every employee, or we can say that employment generation must be made and a regional growth also be made. So entrepreneurs are thus the seeds of industrial development. For the better development of industry, the entrepreneur must have to be required. That's why we can say that entrepreneurs are the seeds of industrial development and the fruits of industrial development. Both seeds as well as fruits are greater employment opportunity to unemployed youth. Why you can see that they are the seeds as well as the fruits? Because it ensures a greater employment opportunity to the unemployed sectors or the unemployed youth, as well as increase the per capita income, the head income or the per capita income of each and every employees in today's scenario of our country also increased only when there is better employment or there is a greater entrepreneurial capabilities, and a higher standard of living also be made, and that also be increased individual savings, revenue to the government from income tax, sales tax, export duty, import duties, and balanced regional development can also be made. So next we will discuss the basic concept of entrepreneurship. So before going to discuss the concept of entrepreneurship, first we must have to be discuss what is entrepreneur or who is an entrepreneur. And the word entrepreneur, it is derived from a French word that is entreprendre, which means to undertake. So entrepreneur is a French word that is derived and the word entreprendre, that means to undertake. This refers to those who undertakes the risks of a new enterprise. The person or the human beings who undertakes to take more risks for a starting of a new enterprise, that is called as an entrepreneur. An enterprise is created by an entrepreneur. So every enterprise or organization that can be created by one entrepreneur or several entrepreneurs. The process of creation is called as entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is that is the process, and the process of a creation of entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurship is a process of action of an entrepreneur who is a person always in search of something new. So in every cases or in all cases, always entrepreneur concentrate for searching of a new, and he takes certain amount of risks and exploits certain ideas to gain opportunity by accepting certain amount of risks and uncertainty in an enterprise. Then we are going to discuss basic characteristics of entrepreneurship. First one is economic and dynamic activity. Entrepreneurship is an economic activity because it involves creation and operation of an enterprise with a view to creating value or wealth by ensuring optimum utilization of a resource. Since this value creation is formed continuously in the midst of uncertain business environment, therefore entrepreneurship is regarded as a dynamic force. So entrepreneur or entrepreneurship is a dynamic activity because entrepreneur takes certain amount of risks, and by utilizing the skills, knowledge and ability and contributing certain amount of capital for the business to face the risks and uncertainty in uncertain future, entrepreneur assumes certain amount of risks and takes certain amount of uncertainty which is not expected because future is uncertain. As entrepreneur takes that type of risks and uncertainty, that's why entrepreneurship is a dynamic force in today's scenario. Second one is related to innovation. Entrepreneurship involves continuous search for a new idea. Entrepreneurship compels individual continuously evaluate the existing mode of business so that more efficient and effective system can be evolved or adopted. In other words, entrepreneurship is a continuous effort for synergy. That means optimization of performance in an organization. So every entrepreneur, for their entrepreneurship skill and ability for starting the organization, they always search for new idea and they always create new idea or generate new ideas and implement that ideas with facing certain amount of risks and uncertainty, achieve the goal or objectives after completion of a certain projects or after completion of a certain time period. Then profit potential. Profit potential is the likely level of return or compensation to the entrepreneur for taking on the risks of developing an idea into actual business venture. Without profit potential, the effort of an entrepreneur would remain only an abstract and a theoretical leisure of activity. As we can say that every business having certain profit maximization, so when entrepreneur contributes certain amount of capital by utilizing knowledge and skill and ability, they must think or there is an expectation of a profit maximization, and an entrepreneur must have to be motivated with the expectation of achievement of a profit. So when there is no expectation of a profit, in that case the business is meaningless or entrepreneur having no idea to search for future or to create new idea for future development. Risk bearing. The essence of entrepreneurship is the willingness to assume certain risks arising out of a creation and implementation of a new idea. New ideas are always tentative and the results may not be instant and positive. So in every cases, entrepreneur must have to be involved certain amount of risks. Without assuming the risks, the uncertainty cannot be made. So when entrepreneur without taking any amount of risks or he thinks that there is no amount of risks, in that case that is meaningless or that person is not called as a successful entrepreneur. So risk bearing capacity must have to be taken into consideration by each and every entrepreneur. An entrepreneur has to have patience to see his efforts to bear the fruits, and in the intervening period, that means the time gap between conception and implementation and its result, entrepreneur has to assume risks. If entrepreneur does not have the willingness to assume risks, entrepreneurship would never succeed. So assuming the risks means from the starting till the completion, entrepreneur must have to be assume certain amount of risks. If there is no assume of risks, in that case entrepreneurship is meaningless, and in that case we cannot say that that is for the seeds as well as fruits for the organization. There is certain process of entrepreneurship. So what is that entrepreneurial process? It is a process means a journey but not the destination, a means not an end. All the successful entrepreneur, if we will take into consideration the Bill Gates, which is from Microsoft, Warren Buffett from Hathaway, Gordon Moore from Intel, Steve Jobs from Apple Computers, Jack Welch from GE Electronics, G.D. Birla, Jamshedji Tata, all others, they went through this process. They always search for some things and they go for certain journey, but that is not their destination, a means but not an end. So to establish and to run the enterprise, that must have to be involved with the three parts: entrepreneurial job, promotion, and the last one is operation. Entrepreneurial job is restricted with two steps: generation of an idea and a preparation of a report. In this article, we shall restrict ourselves only to the two aspects of an entrepreneurial process: idea generation and feasibility study. Idea generation, there is germination, then next one is preparation, third one is incubation. Coming into feasibility study, the last it is illumination and a verification or a validation. So the total will be discussed. First one is idea generation. To generate idea, entrepreneurial process has to pass three stages. First one is germination. This is like seeding process, not like planting the seeds. It is more like the natural seeding. Most creative idea can be linked to the individual's interest or curiosity for a specific problem or area of study. After germination, next one is preparation. Once the seeds of the interest, curiosity has taken a shape of a focused idea, creative people start search for answer to solve the problem. And inventors will go for setting up laboratories, designers will think for engineering new ideas, and marketers will study the consumer taste and preference or habits. Then the next one is incubation. This is a step where entrepreneurial process enters the subconscious intellectualization. subconscious mind joins the unrelated idea to find the resolution. That means the entrepreneur must have to create new idea, assumes certain amount of risks and takes certain amount of uncertainty. The risks and uncertainty relationship must have been taken into consideration, and by implementing the new idea or generating the new idea, the organization process can be go ahead. Then the second part is feasibility study, that is done to see if the idea can be commercially viable, and it passes through two steps. One is illumination, that means after generation of idea, this is the state where thought of ideas as a realistic creation. The stage of idea blooming is critical, because idea themselves having no meaning. If entrepreneurship has no idea, there is no meaning of creating the organization or going the process activities of the organization. Next one is verification. This is the last thing to verify the idea as a realistic and useful application. Verification is concerned about practically to implement an idea and explore usefulness. So every entrepreneur must have to be practically concerned with a certain idea and implementing that idea to explore certain usefulness for the society as well as to the other entrepreneurs. Next one is importance of entrepreneurship. The first one is development of managerial capabilities. Every entrepreneur must have to be utilize their knowledge and skill to develop the managerial capability. The biggest significance of entrepreneurship lies the fact of identifying and developing the capability of an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur study the problem, identify its alternative, compares the alternative in terms of cost and benefit implications. So in every cases, every entrepreneur must have to be create an idea, and in every cases study certain problem and identify the alternatives to solve that problem, and compares the alternative in terms of a cost and benefit relationship. This exercise helps in sharpening the decision making skill of an entrepreneur. Besides, managerial capability must have been used by the entrepreneur in creating new technological and product development for or renovation of older technology to improve the product, which results better development for the achievement of objectives in an organization. Second one is creation of organization. Entrepreneurship results into creation of organization when entrepreneur assembles and coordinate physical, human and financial resource and direct towards achievement of objectives through managerial skill. Creation of organization means identifying the human resource, recruit the human resource and contribute certain amount of finance as well as non-financial resource. So everything can be assembled with a greater skill and knowledge that have been utilized in a proper way, so that organization can be functioned in a better condition. Next, improving standards of living. By creating productivity organization, entrepreneurship helps to make wide variety of goods and services which available to the society, that results the higher standard of living of the people. When there is a creation of a better organization, in that case organization must have to produce goods or services at a affordable price, and that must have been satisfy the needs of the people in the society, and this ensures better standard living of the people in the society. Possession of luxury cars, computers, mobile phone, rapid growth of shopping malls, etc. are the pointers to the rising the living standard of the people, and all this due to the effort of the entrepreneur. Next is, it is one means of economic development. Entrepreneurship involves creation and use of innovative idea, maximization of output from given resource, development of managerial skills, and all these factors are essential for economic development. When there is better entrepreneurship, in that case there is good creation and use of innovation idea, and there must be maximization of output, and there must be greater management of skill and talent, and that ensure economic development in a country. What are the factors that influence entrepreneurship? One is personality factors. The personality factors becoming core competency, that involves initiative. That means does things before being asked for. Everything must have to be think before implementation. Proactive, identification or utilization of opportunity. Proactive means identify the opportunity and utilize that opportunity. Then perseverance, that means working against all odds to overcome the obstacle. The employer or the entrepreneur must have to be work to face all type of obstacles and in order to face that obstacles, the entrepreneur must have to go against that all odds which overcome the obstacles and never compensate with his success. Then problem solver, an entrepreneur must have to be problem solver, that means conceives new idea and achieve innovative solution, always thinks for new and provides different techniques for achievement of that problems. Persuasion to customers and financiers for patronization of its business and develop and maintain the relationship. Self confidence, that means take risks and sticks to his decision. Self critical, learning for his mistake and experience of others. A planner, collect information, prepare plan and monitor the performance. Then risk taker, that means the basic quality of every entrepreneur must have to be a risk taker. There are certain personality factors, apart from that there are some environmental factors. These factors relate to the condition in which entrepreneur has to work. The various environmental factors that relate to political climate, legal system, economic and social condition, market situation, that contribute significant toward the growth of entrepreneurship. Political stability in a country is absolutely essential for the smooth economic development or activity. Frequent political changes, bond, strike, hinder the economic activity and entrepreneurship. Unfair trade practice, irrational monetary and fiscal policy are also roadblock for the growth of entrepreneurship. Higher income level of people, desire of new product, sophisticated technology, need for faster means of transport and communication are the various factors that stimulate the entrepreneurship. Then next we are going to discuss what is entrepreneurial culture. Culture that can be developed or that can be defined as the mix of norms, values and beliefs that are shared by a particular community, be it a business community or a cultural or ethnic community. But entrepreneurial culture is an environment where someone is motivated to innovate something. We can say that entrepreneur culture is one type of environment where someone is innovated or motivated to innovate or to search for something, that is known as entrepreneurial culture. An entrepreneurial culture means employees are encouraged to brainstorm the new idea of the product. In every case, employees must have to be brainstormed. The employer must have to brainstorm himself or herself so as to create new ideas relating to the product or providing of any type of a service, and that we can say that entrepreneurial culture. There are certain components. First one is people and empowerment focused. Second one is value creation through innovation. Third one is attention to the basic, hands-on management, doing the right things in the right time, freedom from growth to grow and to fail, commitment and personal responsibility, emphasis on a future sense of urgency. How entrepreneurial culture can be developed? That leads to create a unique organizational culture in today's scenario. In successful 21st century organization, that should develop the entrepreneur skill and a administrator. Faculty, staff, students must encourage entrepreneurial thinking and behavior. Entrepreneurial leaders must develop a culture throughout organization that create and communicate a vision which is relating to the dreams and aspirations of colleagues. Every entrepreneur must have to create and communicate a vision. So that relates to the dreams and aspiration and fulfillment of dreams and aspiration, while encouraging the individual to develop their personal goals and visions. Always inspire and motivate others to make the organizational vision a reality by creating a sense of belongingness. Develop a global mindset in individual as well as in organization which embraces innovation, and that includes change, technology, diversity, fun, creativity, collaboration. Empower individuals by helping them developing more internal focus of control, higher need of achievement and increase risk-taking prosperity. So what makes an entrepreneurial culture? Leader or manager establish entrepreneurial culture that inspires individual and groups which take risks and innovate and to engage the corporate entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurial culture occurs when individuals are empowered to create and manage their own business. So this is all about our today's discussion relating to entrepreneurship. The basic concept of entrepreneurship we are discussed in today's class, the nature, the scope, various factors influencing entrepreneurship, and what is entrepreneurial culture, how that culture can be developed, and who can entrepreneurial culture. That everything will be discussed and that is completed. In the next class, we will discuss the theory of entrepreneurship. Till then, bye-bye.